my friends, it's Bella. Welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And what I wanted to do for you today, I've seen a few of the other influencers doing it, and it's shopping my stash. So I thought what I wanted to do was do a full makeup look for you with things that I haven't used for ages, that I've sort of dug up and, put together as a full makeup look. So this is the look that I've got. And I'll share with you the products in the video what I used. Okay guys, I'm going to start today with the foundation that I haven't used for a long time. And that's the Ordinary Full Coverage Foundation, Complete Coverage Foundation. I'll put the shades below. I will pump a little bit back on my hand. I haven't used this for ages and ages. I've been testing out other foundations. I've been using other foundations that I love. I've been using the CYO, which Boots has got back in, I'm pleased to say. And a few other foundations I've been testing for you, and some that I've been using up. But I think I'm going to have to start using this one up. Oh, sorry, it's wobbling there. Okay. Let's put this on. When you use the sponge, guys, and I'm sure you do the same, you need to use a little bit more, because although the sponge does a beautiful job of putting the foundation on, and the finish is lovely. It's my favourite way to apply foundation. It does absorb some of the makeup. But even a brush, will take up some of it. I guess the only way really to completely waste the least is to do it with your hands. But I just really like the finish of a sponge. So I sort of spread it about. And then guys, I always feel I want to say that, although I say this is what I do, this is what to do, I know I've said it before, but I'm not trained. I'm not a professional. I'm just someone that's liked makeup and loved makeup for years and years, and tested lots and tried lots of methods. So I'm never saying this is how it should be done, because I don't feel I'm trained enough to say that. I'm not trained at all, self-taught. Okay, so that is the Ordinary. This colour is okay for this time of year. It's a little dark for me in the winter, but it's fine for this time of year. I'm going to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes, also one that I haven't used for ages, and this is the Fit Me by Maybelline. On top of that, got my foundation on. I haven't used this for ages either. And I'm just going to dot that under my eyes there. Just on that line under the shadow. And I just pat that round with my sponge. And then I put a little bit on the lid that I use as a primer for my shadow. Okay guys, that's on now. Now, you know that I like cream brulee as a base. I don't, if I can possibly not powder at all, I do. And I don't set my under eye. I've tried all sorts of powders. Probably the best of the bunch is the e.l.f. under eye powder. It's lovely. But honestly, if I can set, and I do have to work at it, and get the right concealer. I have to get the right concealer, because otherwise, that's probably one of the hardest things to find, the right concealer that doesn't crease or set or need a powder. This one doesn't need a powder. But whatever powder I use under my eyes, it only emphasises the lines. However I try to set, it only emphasises the lines and the looser skin. So I don't put powder under my eyes. I always used to use creme brulee. I can't get hold of it at the moment. I am trying, and I've found a couple of places got it. I just haven't sent for it, so it's me. But this is, the lid's come off. This is the Essence Bright Nut Powder. It's their like a banana powder, I guess. Maybe a bit darker than, lighter than a banana powder, but it looks, coming across on the screen, a lot lighter than it is. It is more of an ivory colour, and I use that on a brush to set my lids because that will give a better base for my eye makeup. And that. See it, guys? And so that's just that. For a palette today, I'm going to use a palette I haven't used for ages. Now, I don't know why, because this is probably one of my all-time favourite, well, it is my all-time favourite palette, I think. One of the two. This is the Lorac Pro 2. I love this palette. I love it. I love these shadows. I think this and the Pro 1 are the two of the best shadows there's ever been. I just absolutely love it. And I'm going to start with the fourth one along, which is called Nectar. And I'm going to put that in my crease. I mean, they just work like a dream, guys. They just work like an absolute dream. I love them. So I'll work that in my crease. Okay, guys, so that's the, did I say nectar? Yeah, nectar in my crease. And I've also applied a little bit of the buff, which is the first light colour. I applied that just under my brow bone, just to blend it in with the nectar so that it doesn't give a harsh finishing line. Now I'm going to take my small brush. I love these brushes. I don't know where I'll ever get a brush I like as much as these. They're yonks old. And I'm going to take the navy. What's it called? It's called navy. Well. And I'm just going to put that in that corner there. Just the outer edge there. Like this. I'm going to bring it a little bit onto my lid. This, blending it in, but using a little bit at a time. Just need to build this one up a little bit. Try to go up a little bit in the corner. Well, I do anyway. You see there, I'm going telling you what to do again, and I don't mean to. Okay. So when you've got something like that, that needs to be blended in, and when I've done that, I'll be back again. Okay, so when I feel the blue is blended out, I put a little bit more on. Sometimes I do my makeup a little bit more intense for the purpose of the camera and so that you can see the colours. But I put a little bit more on so that you could definitely see what I was doing. And then I'm taking, what's the colour in the corner here? This is black. Just a little bit of black on a very small pencil brush. And I'm not taking this into the crease. I'm just going to take this into the outer V. Just there, you see? Just there. And then very gently just blend that in with a very soft brush on my finger. I'll use this brush. Do you see I'm not going very high? I'm keeping it in that V. And I only use a little bit, and then I'm going to do a very thin line under my eyes with it. Okay, then I'm going to get a flat brush, and I'm going to get the third one from the bottom third one along, which is called Rose, and this is a shimmer. And I'm going to get a flat brush and pack it onto my lid, just to meet that blue and black at the end. These honestly, they're like a dream. I don't know why I don't use these more often. I love these palettes so much. That's that. Pat it in. I always pat it in because that very gently, very, very gently, but I know I've said it 1,000 times, but that stops that sort of settling into any creases or crepiness. Tip, do the same the other side. Okay, so that's the shadows done. I'm going to do my brows with a palette that I haven't used for ages. I don't know why. This is the Profusion Brows, and it's called the Brow Makeup Case. I love Profusion, and I'll do. It's got the highlight for underneath. It's got the wax. It's got 4 colours. It's a lovely brow kit, and I honestly, it was the back of my shadows. I'll do my brows offline. Okay, so that's my brows done. I don't know why I put that kit away, but it's to the full front now. The mascara I'm using today is the Supersizer by Covergirl. This is also a mascara that I absolutely love. But I've been trying others out and I need to use this one up before the date. So we'll do this one and then I'll be back. Okay, that's my mascara, guys. So it's a Supersizer. I got this one last year when I was in the States, and I think it's getting a bit, although I didn't open it straight away, I brought it home, I didn't open it. It's getting a little bit dry and a little bit hard to work with, so I think that's going to have to go in my empties box, which is down there. The next thing I'm going to use is, this is a bronzer I haven't used for ages. This is the Milani. It's a very light bronzer. Put this on. Oops. I'll work this round to the edges of my face. As I do, it's quite a power one. So if you want something that's not sort of, oh sorry, I'm shaking the camera, too much in your face, and just want to sort of go down the perimeters and do a bit of shaping. It won't do a lot, you can see, because it's very pale. I tend to wear this one more in the winter when my skin is a lot paler. Not that I go out in the sun, I don't, but I use tinted sunscreens. And that's it. That's it. And then the next thing I will use is my MAC blush. I can't remember what this one's called. It's a lovely colour and it's a lovely blush. And I don't know why I've still got that much left because it's one of my favourite blushes. I'm going to do this video again, guys, because I have just gone through things. I've got a whole face with things that I haven't used for ages. Just looking through all my things and I thought, oh, why have I put that in the back? So I'm going to do this again, see what else I find. So on a big fluffy brush and just on the up like that, not on your cheeks, not there, raw, not unless you know, got an entirely different shape face to me. But I put it there and I put it up. Now you can use a highlighter, but I honestly think that's enough, but I'll show you a highlighter anyway. So just put that on the top of my chin. I love this blush. It's so subtle and it's such a lovely pink. I love it. Okay. I will put a tiny little bit of highlighter on. I used to wear this to death, and I'm sure you remember if you've been watching me for ages. This is a PS Brunch Club. And it's a champagne highlighter. And I have used this for so long. So I'm going to put a tiny little bit like this, just on that bit there, just that top there, just a tiny little bit. You see that, guys? Just there, because we don't want no brightness. Well, we want to highlight it, but not, you know, what the young ones can get away with. Putting a little bit at a time till I get, that's enough, you see? That's just enough. And then I'm going to get my blush brush and I'll just work that in with my blush like this, because we don't want too much shining. Okay, and the lipstick I haven't worn for ages. This is a Sleek VIP lipstick. So I'm just going to put that one in the mirror here. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep shaking the mirror. I love this colour. I haven't put a lip pencil on today, guys, as you can see. So, there we are. There's my look with makeup that I haven't used for ages. I shall tidy myself up and be back. Okay. It's nice, isn't it? Honestly, I cannot believe the things. I'm going to do this video again. I am, because I keep finding things. I mean, I love my Lorac palettes anyway. They've always been my favourite palettes. I haven't had them out for a while because I've been experimenting with lots of other things. But I do love the Lorac palette. And I love the MAC blush. And, you know, the brow kit's quite nice, I've found. So, and the lipstick, I love the lipstick. I haven't used it for ages. I'll put a list of what the things are below, and I've just put on, because I've got blue on, I've just put a top on with leaves. It's like a 3/4 tunicky type. No, well, it's ties. You know, one of the ones that ties. And I've put my little earrings on that Baz bought me yonks ago. They're little Swarovski, what were they? They're the heart of the ocean. You know, from the Titanic. So yeah, that's how I've paired it all up today. So I hope you like my look, guys, and I will do this again and write everything below what I've used. So I hope you like my video. If you do, please like and subscribe. It would help me so much. And I think especially as mature women, I think it's so nice to sort of support each other and stick together, because we're growing, the mature community is growing, and I'm so happy about that. But we're still the minority as far as beauty on YouTube goes. So the more support any of us get, you know, is great, and it, you know, it's telling the world that, you know, we're not 25 anymore, but we matter and we take care of ourselves and we love our products. And I think someday maybe they'll listen. So thank you so much for watching me. I will see you again in my next video. You take care of yourselves. Bye, my darlings. Bye.